So what's the situation with the Brooklyn Nets and Kyrie Irving? I think it's definitely interesting as all hell. So let's get right into it. So according to Clutch Points, teams are already prepared in case Kevin Durant becomes available. Whatever the case is, teams are reportedly making preparations for the Nets stars potentially being available in the coming days. That's according to ESPN's Zach Lowe on the NBA's post-NBA draft episode of his Low podcast. And he said that teams are doing what they need to be done. They're operating under and not the assumption, but we need to prepare for the contingency that Kevin Durant is available in 6 to 7 days. That's what the whole league is doing now. And the rumors that if Irving ends up leaving the Nets, we all knew this, Durant would ask out. For Windhorst, trying to trade KD after the Irving situation would be something the Heat would do. Okay, to wait to see what happens with Kyrie and then go after Kevin Durant. But Woj said that Irving has given the Nets 6 NBA destinations he prefers if there's no agreement. There's limited interest in him at a max contract. NBA Insider said that the only team with real interest in him is the Los Angeles Lakers, though he still argued getting Irving a contract paying more than $6.3 million, which is the taxpayers' mid-level exception, seems very unlikely. And there's concern that you look at Kyrie's future, but also Kevin Durant's future is what he's saying. And it's crazy thing about Irving. You thought that there would be mutual interest in him, but supposedly, according to Woj, there's not mutual interest. And the most interest any team that isn't the Nets is the Lakers. So basically, stay with the Nets, make $37 million, or because he has a $36.9 million player option, and he lost $17 million for not being, vaccinated last year. And the sneaker deal isn't going to be there anymore, so he's not going to get shoe money anymore. So does he want the 36.9 and stay with the Nets, or does he take 6.3? Because supposedly if he goes to the Lakers, he has to take 6.3, unless I guess they would have him opt in and trade Russell Westbrook for Kyrie, which I feel like the Nets would barely do. But either way, still several teams have been linked to potentially be able to swoop in on Kyrie if his contract negotiations with the Nets continue to deteriorate. And Chris Broussard believes that Irving's options aren't as vast as some might think. He said half of the teams don't even want Kyrie. I was texting someone that works for one of these teams yesterday, and I asked them, "You want Kyrie?" They responded, "No." And it was the fastest text he ever got. And he asked them, "What do you think of his wish list?" And that exec said, "Tomfoolery, wishful thinking." And that was the answer. I think this is all getting overstated then. I think nothing's going to happen. I think everyone's going to stay. Everyone's going to be happy and in each other's pants. And we're all just going to forget about this in a few days. Okay? So that's where I want to hear your thoughts down below in the comments section. What do you guys think of this whole entire situation? Where do you guys expect Durant and Kyrie to end up? I think they stay at this point. Why leave? Their best situation is probably where they're at currently. I know someone's gonna come at me and be like, "You're an idiot," but hey, if I'm an idiot, why are you watching the video? I don't know, guys. Though I honestly, if Kyrie goes anywhere, I want him to go to the Lakers, obviously. But at that point, I don't want my man losing all this money. Also, if he does go for $6.3 million, how freaking crazy would that be? Like, I would be mind blown if that happened ever. All right. Like, $6.3 million over 36.9. Like, if I had $36.9 million, I mean, I would still work. People don't understand. Like, I'm one of those people that I don't ever want to stop working. Like, I like actually enjoy working like a lot. So for me, I would just start the ventures I wanted to.